How serious is the US about this confrontation it's creating with China? Well, it's serious enough for the US government to start reorganizing its entire military. And I'm going to talk about the US Marine Corps in general. And this is an article from 2020 in the Marine Times. The Corps is axing all of its tank battalions and cutting grunt units. And grunt units means the Marine Corps' infantry. And it's saying that the Corps is making hefty cuts as Marines plan to make a lighter and faster force to fight across the Pacific to confront a rising China. Now, the US Marine Corps, before this was decided, was the perfect combined arms fighting force. They had air power, they had infantry and tanks on land, and they were able to move across the ocean alongside the US Navy. So they have been neutered of these capabilities, and they are being specifically tailored to a specific opponent, China, in a very specific theater, the Indo-Pacific region. And this wasn't just empty rhetoric. This is an article from this year, Marine Times. Marine Corps deactivates its final active duty tank battalion. So this is something that has already happened. This is in the process of being done. The Marine Corps is being, I would say, disfigured, and specifically to help augment this completely irrational confrontation the US has created with China. And what are they going to replace these tanks and infantry with in the Marine Corps? Well, here's the US Marine Corps' plan for sinking Chinese ships with drone missile launchers. The US Marine Corps is getting into the ship-killing business, and a new project in development is aimed at making their dreams of harrying the People's Liberation Army Navy a reality. And they're talking about these Raytheon and Lockheed Martin-made missiles and how they're going to be carried into battle on these vehicles made by another defense contractor, Oshkosh. We have Marine Corps Requirements and Development Chief Lieutenant General Eric Smith, and he's saying they are mobile and small. They are not looking to grab a piece of ground and sit on it. Smith said of his Marine units, "I'm not looking to block a strait permanently. I'm looking to maneuver." The German concept is Schwerpunkt, which is applying the appropriate amount of pressure and force at the time and place of your choosing to get maximum effect. And he's talking about how the US fleet can herd Chinese ships into a contested area where the Marines can do damage from the shore. It's completely irrational. It makes absolutely no sense. The only people that are going to benefit from this are the people at Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, and Oshkosh, and of course, everyone in Washington and at the Pentagon that are on the take. And why is the US policy of encircling and containing China economically and militarily in the Indo-Pacific region, why is it so fundamentally flawed? Think about it. China's population is many times larger than the US population. The Chinese population is hardworking and well-educated. Every single year in China, millions more graduate in fields related to science, technology, and engineering than in the US. And these are fields essential for economic growth and technological innovation. China's economy has access to plenty of resources. And so when you add all of this up together, inevitably China's economy is going to surpass the US. And as it does, its military capabilities are going to grow with it. And as a matter of fact, China's Navy is already bigger than the US Navy. So the notion of the US Marine Corps running around the Indo-Pacific region with these new missiles, sinking Chinese warships, is a fantasy. It is a dangerous fantasy because the US military is going to try to maintain a presence in a region the US is not even located in. It's going to remain a constant source of tension and potential conflict for years to come. I wanted to point this story out so people could see that this is more than just political rhetoric coming out of Washington. This is the US reconfiguring an entire branch of its armed forces specifically to confront China in the Indo-Pacific region. So this is something we're gonna have to keep an eye on. If you thought this video was useful, please like and share it. Help spread this information out to as many people as possible. Think about subscribing to my channel. It's free to do and it helps the channel grow. Check the video description for these links that I've discussed during the video, as well as for ways to help support my work so that I can continue making videos like this. like by becoming a Patreon member, where you can support my work month to month. You get some extra content, and there are lines of communication where we can discuss things and kind of build a community around this work. To everyone everywhere supporting me in every way, thank you so much. That's what makes this possible. And as always, thank you for watching.